Hey everyone, I'll be doing a caricature of Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. I'm just too excited for this. Alright, without further ado, let's just go ahead and start drawing the stuff. Um, what can I say? The guy is old. Oops. And he's gonna go at it with Jake Paul. How awesome is that? Alright, let's get his tattoo in here. Let's draw Jake Paul. I've already drawn them, but you know, I think about this fight a lot because of age, I guess. You know, like we live in such a crazy time now where age is almost starting to be irrelevant a little bit. And we're getting like amazing boxers like Mike Tyson still being relevant today, you know? It's very inspiring because you know, I became an artist and you think, you know, maybe my time is done or something, but it's not true for artists, you know? But it's starting to show that it's not even true for boxing either. These guys have a longevity. And I admire Jake Paul for taking on the fight. It'll definitely be an interesting one. I remember when I used to draw caricatures, I used to think about how would a animator draw caricatures, because I was not an animator. I only drew just straight caricatures. And they almost look like a portrait, And it's kind of neat to see like how much I've grown, because I never thought I'd be drawing like action shots like that. It's kind of neat. My biggest influence for art is Bob Ross. I enjoy how Bob Ross makes it look so easy. I like how Bob Ross would like whisper and talk really like nicely and kindly. It's just very inspiring to listen to. I always aspired to be like Bob Ross, just to be kind and nice and yeah. Mike looks like a bull, right? All right, let's go ahead and do you guys enjoy the drawing part? Do you like pen drawings? I'd be curious what everyone thinks. If you like these series of pencil drawings or digital drawings, and feel free to comment and let me know what you guys think. I do this for fun now. I have the urge to draw caricatures. And I love to share what I know. So if anybody's ever curious how I do this stuff, I'm an open book. I remember when I used to be insecure and I had all these secrets, but it didn't really do me any well because I wasn't very good. So now I'm just like, well, it's all over. I'm an animator, so might as well just share everything that I got. I'll be writing a book soon on how to draw caricatures. When that's out, I'll let you guys know. And then every year, my goal is to have a a book published of all the caricatures that I've done. At first I started using this pencil just because it showed up darker on YouTube. I usually use other pencils, but it looks like what I like about this 5B is that if I really grind it onto the pencil, to the paper like this, it's dark enough for me to then use this blending stump. So that's kind of neat. I ordered some pencils that I'm gonna try out, a mechanical pencil that I'm very excited for, but Amazon hasn't sent it to me. I'm still waiting. When that comes, I can't wait to do a demo on it and review a couple pencils that I have in mind. I've never been into materials, but I figured, I think in the learning process, I thought materials were irrelevant, because if I can't draw well, what's the point of having the most beautiful materials in the world? And I feel like now I'm at a stage where I don't think that's the case. Like now I think I can go ahead and now be free to own whatever I want. You know, I have the knowledge. Now I'm very curious to see what the tools will do to my drawing, if they do anything at all. Let's do the rest of his glove. All right, let me get some coffee. All right, let's do the rest of Jake Paul. I gotta draw his teeth. His tongue. All right. Alright, so that's my caricature of Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. I appreciate you tuning in and watching me draw from beginning to end. If anybody's curious how I did this, I'll give you a couple more minutes and I'll explain what was in my head when I did it and what I thought about, okay? So let's do a breakdown. So let's look at the shapes of Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Alright, so this is my analysis. So over the years of drawing Mike Tyson, I've noticed that he actually has a small head like this. Alright, and the iconic symbol for his head is this little cut. Even though he doesn't have it anymore, he's completely bald. You already know I'm drawing Mike Tyson as soon as I draw that cut. See? Alright. The next thing is his brows. His brows is very prominent, right? They go along with his eyebrows. His eyebrows. Alright. Have those really iconic eyebrows as well, right? Okay, so the next thing is his cheekbones. His cheekbones are like these things that really point out. And we have his nose. His nose can be in any shape, I've noticed. It doesn't really matter. Right? Then we have his mouth. And I believe he has like 2 separated teeth, I think. I could have sworn he does. Right? Now we want to look at more triangle shapes and diamond shapes for Mike Tyson. Those are the kind of things that I like to focus on when I think about him. So that's why when I draw his ears, they're a little pointy like this. See? And as for the triangle shape, here it is right there. I could just do a square jaw like that, like, you know, kind of pointing upwards. I could, but it would ruin my shape, you see? So you can actually do it within the shape, like imply it a little bit like that right there. That's a jaw. See? And then, you know, he has a real thick neck, right? His eyes are irrelevant, to be honest with you. I know a lot of caricature artists like to focus on the eyes. There's this famous quote, the eyes are the windows of the soul or something. But the problem is that if you don't nail the eyes immediately, it'll make or break your drawing, right? But here, I'm doing the opposite. And I did that because I was a coward. One, I'm not a very good caricature artist. That's number one. Number two was my job, and I had to make money. So I had to figure out a way to feel confident about drawing. And believe me, once I drew the eyes, I already knew my whole drawing fell apart. So what I would do to feel happy was to draw everything but the eyes. And then I started to realize that, hey, wait a minute. It's starting to look like these people without the eyes, you know? And then when you actually draw the eyes and you fail, that's okay. Because like 98% of the whole drawing looks like the guy. And if the eyes don't look like it, that's only 2%. That's a pretty good thing, as opposed to the other way, which is eyes first. And then we'll find out if it looks like them or not. And that's like 99% of your drawing right there. You're gonna know whether it looks like him or not. You see? And then like, all right, and then you draw the rest, you know? And now you're drawing the caricature around the eyes, and the eyes pretty much dictated everything, right? Funny thing is though, in animation, we're taught to think of the silhouette first. See, and everything stems from the eyes. And the eyes are so hardcore, especially because the eyes, my eyes, or anybody's eyes, keeps focusing on, you know, this. But really, the problem that I have with it is that you can't push it as much. Because once you lock the eyes in, like, let's say, like something like this, right? Once you lock it in, it's locked. That's it. But let's say you don't do that, and let's say you do something like this. automatically the brows, you have now expressed it. You know, you've created an expression that now that you'll have to have the eyes support the brows. See, it's a little different. So like maybe like an eye like that. See, now his eye is popping out, and then maybe the other one isn't. You know, it's just stuff like that. You know, like you could play with the expression more when you don't draw the eyes. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden it's you know, I find that drawing the silhouette and the shapes helped me as a caricature artist over the years than drawing the eyes. As for Jake Paul, you know, I've noticed that his shapes are like this, and he has like a clownish sort of hair, kind of funny, you know, with the widow's peak underneath it. You got his nose, and then his mustache, and then his beard can go buck wild. And you see these expressions? This helps me support an expression of like, whoa, you know? And I can do stuff like this, you know? Or I can put the other eye open and do something like that. You see? But if I had drawn the eyes first and done something like this, now I got a flat portrait thing that I'm doing, and there's nothing very much interesting. See, and it's a way more serious caricature than a cartoon, you know, like maybe I'm drawing cartoons, maybe I'm not drawing caricatures, you know. But caricatures means to make more, right? To exaggerate. And to me, a big part of drawing caricatures is to exaggerate the personality, right? So I'd rather draw drawings like this that help me dictate the situation. You know, he's taking an impact and things like that. Look at that. It's all that dark from the 5B. I usually get like a towel and I start rubbing that off. Alright, well I hope you guys enjoyed the breakdown of what I did here and the breakdown of what I did here. You enjoyed the series, please like and subscribe. And you guys all have a good one. Thank you.